Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I do my shades, how I do my strokes, and what I have to do to get a nice shade. But before we start with that, I want to show you something really special. I have seen this bottle of whiskey for a couple of years now, but never bought it. Motorhead whiskey, Motorhead for life. A beautiful box. Motorhead whiskey, and there's some information, and with the okay, we shall see what happened here. Sorry, yeah, I'm back again. Sorry about the camera drop. This is the bottle. I opened it yesterday. 40% alcohol, as we say here in Sweden. It's really nice whiskey with a lot of taste, not so smoky as I thought it would be. This whiskey is, it says here, aged in bourbon casks, but it's distilled here in Sweden in Mackmyra, a Swedish distillery. Mackmyra is a Swedish whiskey, really nice. Pour it in this absolute vodka whiskey glass. I love it very much. So for you guys, not so much. It's Sunday, but Motorhead is rock and roll. Cheers everybody, and I hope you're all gonna have a beautiful Sunday. I'm gonna enjoy this whiskey and enjoy my shave. I'm gonna show you what I do when I do my shaves. Cheers. Really nice. I have bowl ladder today. I'm not so good at bowl laddering. I think I get this a little bit too wet, but it doesn't matter. I think the shade's gonna go well. I'm gonna talk about the things I do when I do these straight razor shades, the things I have learned that works with my face. It doesn't mean it works with your face or your technique. I think it's very interesting to see other people do the shades. There is not two persons that do the same kind of strokes or same kind of things on their face. I'm an older guy, so I got very floppy skin, so I have to itching. 2 days ago I heard, I forgot one thing. The most freaking awesome thing about this whiskey, what it costs. It's not a cheap whiskey, but I thought it was absolutely marvelous. As you can see here, the total sum is 666 Swedish crowns, and that's pure rock and roll, I can tell you. So this whiskey costs 666 Swedish crowns. I think it's about $78 in US dollars, but I think it's freaking awesome they could do that. Okay, when I do my straight razor shaves or Chevette shaves, I start to hold this razor like this. I have got 2 fingers in the front of the scars here and the thumb right under, and the other fingers behind the scholar. This is the grip I start to do my shaves, but when I get to different places, I can flip this like this, I can flip it like this, I can hold it in different types of way. I'm going to show you, but the most important thing when you hold the razor is itching everywhere. Hold the razor tight, but not so strong that your hand's gonna shake. You have to have it firm in your hand, but still a very light touch on your skin. You can grab this really hard, but you can't push or pull it to your skin. You have to be very gentle to the skin. And as I told you, a flow skin, I have to stretch, so I always start to stretch. I always start here, so I stretch like this. Gives me, as you can see, the skin moves and it gets tighter. and at the same time I flip my head, so I got tighter skin. And the angle, if you're a beginner, it's better to have a lower angle than a steeper angle than more like this. I know that a lot of people tell me that there is difficult to shave, or they have problem with some areas. Often they use too wide angle. Get a steeper angle and try. If you get too steep, you can't cut, but you can cut these whiskers. But as narrow angles as you can, that's the easiest way, I think, to get a shave. It's something you have to practice and do trial and errors. And I always start with some strokes just to feel where I got the angle, and then small strokes, no pressure on the skin. And think about the angle, as you can see. Always think about the angle. I'm pulling my mouth like this to get even more tighter. When I've done this cheek, chin, here, I pull here under my here to tighten the skin a little bit more. I'm thinking about the angle. And as you can see, try to keep as low angle as possible. And no pressure at all on your skin. You don't have to push, you just put it on your skin and think that you want to get rid of this soap or lather. And that's you don't have to push on your skin, nothing. When you do under the nose, I do this kind of movement. I scoop a little bit and try to get this angle as small as possible. Don't know if you can see it, but maybe I can do like this. Maybe you can see it, I don't know. We'll try that. You see? Got a really tight angle, not dragging like this. Then you pulling more at the whiskers, you don't cut the whiskers. So scoop, flatten out the razor, and always try to have a very tight angle. When I'm done this part here, I do this under lip here first. I'm going to tell you and explain why. As you see, I don't use my hand. I use my tongue to stretch out this part here. And why I do this, I think it's much more easier for me to get close to the lip here. When I do this motion, then I start right here. I don't know where I'm gonna start. I could cut myself up here in the lip. So I always do like that. It gives me more control over this part of this. I don't cut my lip. And when I'm now starting to do the strokes downwards, I have plenty of area here to find where I got my razor and the angle and everything. And I do stretch in the teeth like that, or something, changing position depending where I'm at, I'm changing the position depending on where I'm shaving. Fuck, I hate this. It's really difficult to explain. Same here, low angle, I can see, but very low angle. You almost have the spine on your skin. That is something you have to practice and learn. And I'm going to add some more soap here. It starts to dry out because I talk so much. And when I go to the next side, I hold my razor like this, and I just flip it over and do strokes like that. And same here, pulling my nose down or lips down to tighten the skin a little bit. Scoop, tight angle, no pressure, then just follow the skin. Here I open my mouth so I can get close to the lips here, using my tongue, and I get this part really clean. And now because I have took this part away earlier, now I can just start here and try to tighten the skin by pulling my cheek up or out. Low angle. This is a difficult part for many people. I do like this, I don't cut anything here. I just drag the razor. I have to get a tighter angle, and this is difficult. And buff. I always buff here. It's very difficult to get these whiskers here. I got a floppy skin, so I try to pull the chin like that so I can get to different parts. I don't have to work so much over this jawline here, so I can, if I can, I pull the skin up, pull the skin down, so I can get rid of this ugly part here. And then just take the other hand and pull the skin and tighten it up, and low angle, small strokes, buff him up my chin. Low angle, as you can see. I hold the razor like this, and I start to flip this meanwhile when I'm shaving, when I hold the razor. You don't have to take so big areas. Small areas is much more easier, so concentrate on where you have got the razor, think about the angle and everything. If I have this angle, as you can see, very wide, and I try to shave, it sounds different. You can hear. I cut, but I still drag. I don't get so close like I get here. And it sounds crazy, but if you want a more pleasant shave, think about the angle. The angle is very important. So much more shallow angle like that, and you put the razor on the skin and very low angle. Don't feel any pulling or dragging. For first step I had it like this angle. It takes the whiskers almost away, but now I have much more tighter angle. And that, I can tell you, for me, is a very big difference to get a clean shave, nice shave, with no irritation, then get a shave with irritation. The first pass I do is always from north to south. I know I hurry this a little bit because I could talk about this and all the other things I do on my face much more thoroughly and do a video 45 minutes long, but I don't want to do so long videos. So I'm gonna do it as fast as I can. Sorry, if you want to see me do some strokes or anything, just tell me so I know it. The second pass, I always go from the south to north and go straight up all the way. That's the same thing here. Tighten your skin, pull your head back so you get tight skin. Don't overstretch, but you have to stretch it. And low angle here, very low angle. I don't know if you can see it, but that's very important to let the razor cut. You don't have to pull the whiskers. The razor should cut, very nice. When I got this part clean here, now this is very sleek soap, but it's still, I can pull a little bit and try to get the skin of my chin, this part here. So as low as I can, and I buff a little bit here, relax with my. And when I do this, you see I got the jawline here. And when I do that, the jawline skips not much, but a little bit, so I don't have to work here. So I got a more plainer surface to start here. I use my teeth, tongue, or whatever you want, and stretch a little bit. And you got a much more easier way to start. You see, this part is clean already. And you just move up to the lips here. The part here, the full pass on this side, I take with the toe of my razor. Now I can follow my hands all the way up. I open my mouth a little bit and open this part, and at the same time pull a little bit on the skin here. Now I can move my hands further and further. Now I use my teeth to tighten the skin here. So I got very close shave there. Then I do the other part here, low angle, up to the jawline, stretching, pulling, and now I got a little bit playing the surface here to start. This part I can stretch here, but I can't stretch here. I have told it before, but I can tell you one more time. Something you have to learn, where can you stretch and how can you stretch? Because if I am taking the backside of the razor, so don't be afraid. If I stretch like this, I don't know if you can see it, but if I put my razor like that, there is some, you almost get a groove here, and you can't if I do like this. That it doesn't show. I can't get the whiskers tight here, because when I pull here, my skin goes like a little wrinkle. So I have to, I can't pull like this. I got a wrinkle here. I can't get that clean. So I have to pull here and stretch my skin like that. And that's something I have learned. That works for me. It doesn't mean it works for you, but that's the thing I have to do to get it clean. Now I hold, from the beginning I held the razor like this. And when I do this part, I'm only using my dominant hand when I shave. I flip the razor around. First I flip it like that, and then I flip it like that, and I hold it like this. So I got actually pinching this tongue here and holding the razor like that. Looks different, maybe difficult for you, but it's some grip I like to use. And then I low angle, no pressure, follow your skin, follow with your razor, all the bumps and everything. Try to stretch. As you see, very low angle, not like this, and no pressure. Just take away the ladder. And the third pass is almost exactly the same. I'm just gonna, I do over nowadays 3 full passes. I don't really need it, but I use 3 passes. The only thing is different by this pass is that I don't go straight up here. I go more like this, because there is a trouble spot here, and I do these stroke motions here when I want to get rid of this. I got some trouble spots here. When I do 2 passes or 3 passes from north to south and 2 passes from south to north, I got these spots on the both sides that never got really close. Sometimes, but it gets close, but not BBS. So if I do this stroke more like a wind wiper movement, like this, like here, it gets much more closer to me. Same thing here, pulling, stretching, eating. I often don't think about it. I'm so used to use it. I used to do it. And this is the part I start pulling here and here, blow my cheek. And the last part I go up like that. The same thing on the other side. I'm holding the razor like this. Different type because I can't hold it like that. When I do that stroke, it's the scholars get to my chest, so I flip it like this. Do this wind wiper movement. I only need it on this part here, not everywhere, but just there. And then I flip the razor like that and hold it like that. I held it before. And low angle, you see I go like this because I can't go like that. Then I got too wide angle. I have to do like this, so I got a more tighter angle. And go over the jawline here, as I did at the last side, the other side. And then I go this spot here. And the next move is the last bit here. I'm just gonna add a little bit more like that. Is I hold my razor like this and I pull here and do that motion here. It's difficult to see, even for me. But as you can hear, almost cuts nothing. It doesn't cut anything. A little bit here, and that I can tell you is a really damn good fine shape. I'm just gonna rinse and I'll be back. And I think I have forgot to mention what products I'm using. Just a moment. It's going to be a long shave tray. 22 minutes, sorry. It's more than 22 minutes. Cheers. I'm using my homemade walnut handle I made myself with 24 maggot synthetic brush. I'm using Öster Aros rakrvål, sorry, Öster Aros shaving cream, the Swedish new artisan, really nice soap, not so strong scented at all, but really slick and nice. And the razor is not my SOTD Eskilstuna, it's my SSA Eskilstuna, still a Swedish razor from Eskilstuna. 5/8 rounded nose, really beauty, every colors. I like it very much. Think I'm gonna put another edge on it. This is the J-knot edge. I'm gonna put the Escher edge on it someday. We shall see when, I don't know. And aftershave I'm gonna use is Emperor from Razorock, because I feel like an emperor when I'm drinking motorhead whiskey. It's a damn good fun whiskey that. I was afraid it would be so really dark. Oh, Knife to the Face is a YouTuber, and we here in Europe put the offset on like this, and that's true. Face to the Knife, I think it's his YouTube channel. I don't do it so often in these videos, but when I'm not filming, I always dunk really hard at aftershave on my face, because that's rock and roll. Thank you for watching, everybody. This was my things when I'm shaving, what I have learned, how I have to stretch. It doesn't mean that you have to stretch it. All the other guys I'm looking at, they stretch different and use different kind of strokes. From when I started, I used to only did from north to south and south to north, and almost every time I got really nice shave. But there was some trouble spots here, and that's the reason why I go like this here or like this there, and do this wing whipper side movement here. Because if I do two passes from south to north, I don't get these parts really clean. But by this, I get it really nice, and I like it very much. With no irritation. You can see a little bit small things that always happens when you do a shave, but as you can see, there's no irritation, no nicks, maybe no nicks. That's I'm kidding, but you know, it's very important. If the edge is okay, you can do really nice shaves. If you get a chevetta, it's the same thing. You get really beautiful edges on these chevettas. For me, they are too sharp. But if you get the right angle, don't have this angle. I can see many people using this angle. You see, it's very wide open, and you, of course, you can get the whiskers away when you use this angle, but you're more pulling than cutting. And if you try to think that smaller angle, and you're going to feel the difference. You don't feel the blade anymore. It just cuts the whiskers away. And these parts around here, you have to work it really much to get the right angle. Same thing here. You have to work it very much to get this angle right here. You can't do like this straight up because you don't have the angle. You have to work it really hard. Same thing when you go down. If you start here, you have to really work that bit of here. It's something you have to learn. I know that what his name now is from Australia, no, from Hawaii, Kai Triskan. He told, I think a couple of weeks ago, now he managed to get really clean shaves here. The only reason he said was because he had too wide angle. He narrowed the angle and really thinking about where he's got the razor, and then he gets really pleasant, nice shaves. And that's really fun to see that people learning new things. I'm still learning new things, and it's my opinion why I think it's important with that angle. If you have, it's about muscle memory. I don't think much about it, but I can hear people, my blades, especially these extra hollow grind blades, they sing really much. If you have wrong angle, they sing even more. So try to get these razors quiet when you shave. Then you can't get them quiet, but if you get them not to sing so much, then you have the right angle to shave. And think and listen and try to do a shave like this and see how it feels, and try to do a shave like that, the angle like that, and see how it feels. And that's something you have to try on. It's trial and error. And when you find, oh, this angle works fine for me, it's my skin, okay, I can do strokes when I hold the razor like this. Then I'm going to be red, irritated and everything. But if I go the narrow angle, it works really fine for me. Now I'm starting to mumble. I hate this when it happens. I want to thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you're all going to have a beautiful week. And I'm going to sit down and look at this video and drinking one more of these wonderful, beautiful Motorhead whiskey from Sweden, Mackmyra. That cost me 666 number of the beast. Really awesome. Thank you everybody for watching. I apologize for this long video, and I hope you all gonna have a beautiful week, and we shall see you next time. Bye bye.